Hi, and welcome to Robert's DIY Western United States Helper Tour. My goal is to help people on the western half of the United States. If you're in the Mountain Time Zone or the Pacific Time Zone, contact me to see if I can help you with your DIY needs. Kicked off the day washing the Panther. It looks like I have very little wax protection on top, kind of in the middle there, and a little bit more on the passenger side than the driver's side. So I'm going to try to get some wax on this car, the top surfaces, sometime this week. The sides seem fine, of course, the sun's not beating them to death. So I also tried to pre-clean my power steering hoses I'm going to take to get rebuilt, and my oil cooler hoses I'm going to take to get rebuilt. So let me dry this car off, because sun drying doesn't work here in Albuquerque because of the harshness of the water, and it'll spot real bad. And then I'll take these lines down to the hydraulic shop, hopefully get them back tomorrow. Okay, when the light turns green, if this Buick gets out of my way, I'm going to go ahead and race that Ferrari over there. He just went by me on a humbug. I almost didn't see him coming, so let's see if the Buick gets out of my way. I got the hydraulic lines and the oil cooler lines dropped off to be rebuilt. Now I'm going to go pick up Diane from her appointment and probably go put some wax on this car. There she is, as clean as she gets. Got a little bit of road rash on the hood, but other than that, she's ready to roll. Ah, gosh, another shout out to my Droid Turbo 2. I set my phone up here thinking I won't overlook it there in case somebody calls or something. Just actually closed the rear hatch of my 740 down on it. It closed down on about the half-inch mark on the screen. It was fully closed. I looked for my phone, turned and looked. It was wedged out of the seam of this rear hatch, bending up the metal a little bit. Man, this thing still, the glass is not damaged. This is an incredible phone. If you have a youngster or anyone that you know that's clumsy and they need a screen that won't break, the Droid Turbo 2 is it. I'm telling you, man, this thing is indestructible. In the Panther, I'm about to replace this armrest. The leather's cracking, and I might repair that with the suede material that I have. I had somebody doing that for me, and that hadn't gone nowhere fast. However, the trim on that one is black, and the trim on the replacement one is gray. So I'm going to swap that top case over and install it. Now these, when the leather starts cracking like that, it snags your clothes a little bit and stuff like that. So I'm going to get it replaced until I get my suede one and get it installed. Here's another weird Volvo plastic thing, and I've had, this is the second armrest. Sometimes I scoop myself up by leaning on the armrest, and when you do, it cracks the plastic under there. So I actually put epoxy on that thing, trying to strengthen it, but it went back to, broke the epoxy and cracking and popping. So try not to lean too much on your armrest, or it could crack and cave in and then start popping and things. I don't know if there's a piece broken off of here or not. That actually looks a little broken, but it may not be. That looks like a piece of that is missing. Yep, and I see a couple of pieces in here. So those points probably rest on these tracks here, and they are breaking off when I lean on them as well. Just plastic that gives way after a while. The replacement armrest is not cracked or broken, so that's good. And it looks like these little supports are still pretty much intact. Look like a little leaning's been happening on them, but they're not broken. So I'm going to go ahead and put that together and screw it in the car. And I noticed the back of the center console cracked, like on a lot of other cars. I'm going to try to glue that together before I break the other side. and go ahead and screw this thing on here, and be careful opening that up till I get that glued on. I don't think I can get another center cluster with this R wood trim color on there. I guess this might come off of there, but at any rate, I'm going to be careful with that, try to fix it. And there it is, improved armrest. I'm here at Buster Brown's place, waiting for my next victim, person that I can help. Buster Brown has somebody he's supposed to need a turn signal stock or something like that, so waiting for him to come out. And, you ready, man?
Yes, just bring it.
Okay. Working on a 2000 Buick Regal. We're going to replace this control switch module for it looks like turn signals, wipers, cruise control, all in one switch mechanism. We got one. Is this new or out of salvage yard?
New. We ordered online.
Brand new. They got it from online. It has a couple screws, so the collar's already off. I got to get in here and take that torque out there. It looks like a T25. We'll probably have to screw that torque out there to get to it. And then got a torque up top right here. So let me grab my torques, see what size gets those out. Pulling this screw out to get it out of the way. It's a T25. Next, I'm going to take the T25 out this way. Little awkward getting at it. I never got at it with that other screw in there. So, there it is. Oh, almost had it. Broke it loose, but then it fell out. Let me pull that screw out. Pull that screw out, then I'll go from there. Taking the screw out the top. The unit is loose, however, it did come with the wire harness, so we're going to trace that down and unplug that harness from under here somewhere. So let's find where that plugs in at. It looks like a blue one and a black one. There's a screw there. That may be a 7mm. I'm going to take that screw out, see if that will let me unplug this back side of this plug. I unscrewed the 7mm and it did let me unplug that. So now I got the gray plug on the bottom, the black plug on top. I'm going to work those out of there and let you know how I got them out. I see a little catch right there, so I'm going to put the screwdriver in there to pry that over that catch, and I'm going to pull them out toward me this way. That worked real nice and quick and easy, and there is that side. I'm going to put the screwdriver in there, twist that just a little bit, and pull that black one out. That's how I got the screwdriver in there, and I'm going to pull it forward, and it comes out pretty easy. I'm not sure what this is. I didn't see it hooked up to anything, so I'm not going to try to find anything to plug it into. I slid the gray one into the gray slide, the black one into the black side. They have only one way they can go in. As you see, that side has a channel, and that side has a slash. So you can't really put those in wrong. You have to be real talented. That has a slot, that has a channel. So those are in. I'm going to screw that back up there, then work on getting this part up here. I think this is actually working because the hazards are working. So I pushed the button on top, cut the hazards off. Now let me get these two screws back in here. I'm going to start the top one first and then start this one on the front side. I laid the golden egg. I was about to put this screw in on top and it slid and fell down there. So don't let that happen to you. I got to fish that screw out of there with a magnet. That one went in easier than expected once I got it lined up. Got the top one secure. I got the cable in there secure. So now I'm going to put the collar on. Takes about 2 or 3 minutes, but it does work in place. And now you can slide your handle on. It just slides in place. Push it in. And now you put your two T25s up in there. The lady came and tried to start the car and it would not start. When I came down here, I seen this little white wire here loose. When I touched it on the connector, it started. So that thing must have been like hanging by a thread, and when I unplugged it, I probably bumped it and it came apart. So I'm going to take a picture of this shower. That's going to have to be soldered by somebody. Next stop, I'm in my storage looking for a part that somebody wants. So if you need any parts, let me know before I leave here in a few days. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.